In this video, we will write a parametric equation for the tangent line to a given curve at a given point. So before we do this, let's just remember what the formula is in general. So in general, the tangent line to a curve given by the vector function r of t at the point where t equals some constant c can be parametrized as, let's call it L of t, L for line, I guess. It's equal to r of c plus t times r prime of c. So this is the general formula for any curve and any point on that curve. So now we want to apply this to our specific example. R of t is given above, and c is whatever the value of t is that corresponds to this point that we were given, 5, 6, 7. So okay, now to our specific example. So the first thing to note here is that 5, 6, 7 is when t equals 1. So you can check that. If you plug 1 in for t in this vector equation at the top, you will get the point 5, 6, 7. So since they didn't tell us the value of t, that's sort of the first thing we need to do is determine what that value of t is, and we can see here that it's 1. Now we can use this formula. So let's see, what is r of 1? Well, it's 5, 6, 7. That's what we just decided. So that's the first part. Now we need to see what is r prime of 1. But before we plug in 1, let's just see what r prime is in general. So let's take the derivative. So look at each of those three components. There's the x component, the y component, and the z component. Let's take the derivatives of each of those. So let's see, the derivative of the x component is just 1 over the square root of t. The derivative of the y component is 15t squared minus 4t. And the derivative of the z component is 18t squared plus 10t. So that's the derivative, that's r prime. Now again, look back at our formula. We need r prime of 1 in order to come up with a tangent line. So now we just need to plug in 1 to this vector function that we just got. And if we do so, we get 1, 11, 28. And now we have everything we need. If you look back, we need r of c, which we have here, and we need r prime of c, which we just calculated. So now let's put that all together, get our final answer. The tangent line to the curve we were given at the point t equals 1 is given by this 5, 6, 7 plus t times 1, 11, 28. Or if we want to write this all in one set of brackets, we could also write it like this. 5 plus t, 6 plus 11t, 7 plus 28t.